Hi everyone, Tintin57 here with another on the road video. Now it's been a while since we've played on the road, but with the PS5 version coming out imminently, I thought I'd put some more of this back on the channel. So we'll talk about that in a second. Let's just set up a job. I think what we'll do is we'll try to get a couple of job set up so we can go up to Kiel. Kiel's not that far away. Let's have a look just down the list. Right, so there are some pallets that we can take up to Kiel. That gives us 36% of our truck's load. I'm just using the initial small truck that you get at the beginning at the moment. So we'll pick up this job, I think. So this is for dog food. So both these jobs are going to Brutto discount at Kiel. So let's just move this up so that we can do both pickups at the same time. If you don't organise this list, you'll pick up, deliver, and then come all the way back to pick up again, and then deliver. So let's get that in the right order. So we got 2 pickups, and we've just got the 1 delivery. So first of all, let's pick up the pallets. We'll get the back open. So there are pallets loaded. So we can get underway and we can go around to the next scheduled pickup. So we got the engine started. We need to put the driver code into the control unit. This is a bit fiddly. This is one of the fiddly things. So at the moment we've got 4 hours 28 driving time left. Let's put the control card in and we'll sleep. And then we just need to switch the card again to the driving mode, and what it will give us is a full 9 hours driving time. You can see in the HUD there on the right hand side. We've got full 9 hours before we need to sleep again. So now that's done. We've got 8.9 kilometers to get to our second pickup point. So there are a couple of earlier videos on this on the channel that you'll no doubt see in the playlist, and I think it was around February. This is the PS4 version and we're running it on the PS5, and I think it was about February when I first got this game, and I'd played Truck Driver on PS4 all the way through to Platinum, but it really it's awful. I didn't like Truck Driver at all. This one has got a little bit more going for it, but there have been a few bugs over the months, so I haven't really played it that much, just on and off. In fact, this is the second time I've restarted. I did lose progress at one stage, but there's been various improvements and various quality of life bits and pieces they've put in. You can see the mirrors now. The mirrors look good. There was a stage on PS4 where you couldn't see anything in the mirrors. They were pretty useful, pretty useless, I should say. All that sort of thing's been tidied up. They've also added, you can see in the HUD, they've added the distance to the next objective, which is always useful, because this is a big map and it covers pretty much the whole of Germany. And there are some long runs. Even this one that we're about to do now is a good just over 100 kilometers, which really is a short one for this game, but it's useful to have that countdown to the distance countdown in the bottom right hand corner, because then you know just exactly how long it's going to take you to get there. So We're nearly at the second pickup. A lot of lights in the city. You might notice as well that even though there are some AI, and the AI was one of the biggest things at the beginning where the AI behaved erratically, they've sorted that out now. You don't get AI randomly crashing into the side of you, but it still does look quite quiet in the cities. But looking at the footage of the PS5 version, not only is there going to be more AI, but actually there are going to be people walking along the side of the street. There's going to be different things going on, so it looks, the new version looks a bit more lived in, and that is due to release, according to what I saw from Aerosoft, that's due to release for PS5 and Xbox Series X in a couple of weeks' time, so very early October we're expecting that, and that is a free upgrade for anybody who already has this previous gen console version. It'll probably require another restart, save wise, from the beginning, but that's fine because in my own case I'm not that far through. So let's reverse in. We can do our second pickup and then we can be underway to Kiel. So we just need to back in until the lines turn green and then we know we're the right distance. There it is. Go and get the instructions. So this is picking up dog food. So let's do that. So we've got just over 100 kilometers now to get to our destination in Kiel. So one of the quality items that they put in is this view just now. So if you move the stick over to the left or to the right and take your finger off the thumbstick, the camera recenters itself, which is really nice, because at the beginning you would look to the right, look to the left, see if everything was clear, and then have to manually pull it back, and by the time you pulled it back there wasn't a gap in the traffic anymore to get out of the actual junction, so it ended up causing all sorts of issues. But that was one of the main things that they improved that I was looking forward to be honest. So my plan will be, once we get the PS5 version, that I will put a little bit more of this on the channel and also do some regular live streaming of it, because it is a big game and there are some long journeys and it would be nice to cover some of that. So let me know in the comments below if that's something you want to see on the channel. I'm quite happy to do that. We've got a lot of train sim on the channel. We've got bits and pieces of other games I've been playing. But this is, you know, like train sim, this is a simulator of sorts, and apart from Truck Driver, of course, for console, this is the only other truck simulator that you can get for console, so it's pretty key for anybody who wants to play a trucking game on the console. So it'd be nice to put it on the channel, so let me know. It's not perfect, but it's a pretty niche area for console. It's never going to compare with the other trucking sims that you can get for PC, and this just allows the console players to experience some of that. It's a very relaxing game, as with train sim. You can do as long or as short a route as you want to, and there's no pressure. Very nice to chill out with. There is an in-cab radio as well, so you can have music on in the background. I've got that off at the moment just in case of any kind of copyright strikes, but there is a radio. So we're just about to go onto the autobahn, or the motorway, or the freeway, depending which part of the world you're in. And this will make up the bulk of our journey up to Kiel. So we can start to speed. We do have a cruise button as well, which once we get up to speed I'll use the cruise button. You'll see the symbol. The symbol will pop up as soon as we're in cruise. Just there, just next to the 80. Now, if you've got a steering wheel, I believe on PlayStation steering wheel is supported. Xbox not quite yet, or they're having some issues with it on Xbox. But I imagine it is a lot better with the steering wheel. You can see, I'm using the controller, you can see all the fine adjustments I'm having to make to the steering just to keep it straight. I need to have a look in the settings for that and just make sure I've not got it too sensitive, but it can be quite tricky. These straight sections are okay, but it is tricky. But if you've got a wheel, certainly that will be a much easier. So we've got just under 80 kilometers to go to Kiel. So I'll advance along the autobahn, and then just as we approach Kiel, we'll come back and we'll review the build up into Kiel. So here we are back again, just 22 kilometers to go, and we should start to see Kiel. In the distance, you just see over to the right now the buildings. There's a crane there, some buildings are starting to appear. So one other thing they did as regards the distance, you can see there was a problem at the beginning. You'll see it on the earlier videos is that the AI traffic coming into view on the left hand side would fall out of the sky. That got fixed. That was nice, because that really did take away a lot of the immersion. That was fixed. The buildings that you can see, this might be because we're on the PS5 version, but actually the draw distance isn't bad. There is some flickering, which I noticed on the PS5 version is actually improved. But, you know, all in all it looks pretty good. So we've just got one drop off to do, as I mentioned. Both our pickups will get dropped off at the one delivery point. This junction is a bit confusing, and that's the curb. Overall it is quite a fun game, I must admit. Depends what you're into. If you like things like Train Sim Worlds, if you like Bus Simulator, then you know this is very similar. You can also employ staff, buy new trucks, assign the trucks to them, so you can do the business side of this as well as just driving yourself. So in my previous save I did do a little bit of that, but I need to advance slightly to get back to that position again. So we'll set all that up on the PS5 version once that arrives, and we'll start the career mode from the beginning. So we're nearly there, 2 kilometers. The drop-off point is just over on the left here. So we'll just work our way in. Now the vision is quite good here through the mirror, so we may be able to reverse this in without going outside the cab. Let's see if we can just back this up. This is one of the better depots to arrive at. Some of the reversing, some of the angles is quite tight. This one's alright. Yep, perfect. So we get the handbrake on, so we just need to jump out and go to the freight office and just give them the paperwork, and then we can get unloaded. And there we go, that's our delivery done. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. It's been a while since we've been on the road. Let me know in the comments, as I said, if you want to see this more on the channel. I'll be quite happy to do that, especially on the next gen version. Thanks again. All the best. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.